10. Things to avoid when living alone as an older person that no one talks about. Living alone in later life can be a beautiful thing. You have your own space, your own routines, your own way of doing things. You don't have to answer to anyone. You can sit in your favorite chair, drink your tea or coffee exactly the way you like it, and decide for yourself how your day will unfold. For many older adults, this independence feels like hard-earned freedom. But there's another side to the story that people don't talk about as openly. When you live alone after 65 or 70, there are quiet risks that can creep into your life without dramatic warnings. A small fall you don't mention to anyone, a skipped meal that becomes a habit, a bit of clutter that slowly turns into a safety hazard, a slight sadness that gradually becomes deep loneliness. These things rarely make headlines, but they can change everything. In this video, we'll talk honestly about 10 things to avoid when living alone as an older person, especially if you're in your golden years. This is not about scaring you or taking away your independence. It's about helping you keep that independence for as long as possible by avoiding common, hidden mistakes that no one really warns you about. Let's begin. Firstly, don't pretend small falls don't count. One of the most dangerous things you can do when living alone as an older person is to ignore small falls or near falls. Maybe you slipped slightly in the bathroom but caught yourself. Maybe you stumbled over a rug but didn't hit the ground. Maybe you grabbed a table or wall just in time. It is very tempting to tell yourself, "I'm fine, no need to tell anyone." Sometimes that comes from pride. Sometimes it comes from fear that if you admit it, people will think you can't live alone anymore. But these small incidents are not nothing. They are warning lights. They tell you that something in your balance, strength, vision, or home layout needs attention. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injury and loss of independence in older adults. Most major falls do not come out of nowhere. They often come after a series of small slips that were brushed aside. If you live alone, taking a fall seriously is not weakness, it is wisdom. Tell your doctor, tell a trusted relative or friend. Adjust your home if you need to. Catching the problem early may be the very thing that allows you to keep living alone safely. Secondly, don't live in a home that is secretly dangerous. Another thing to avoid is pretending your home is safe just because you know it well. Familiarity can be comforting, but it can also be blinding. Loose rugs, cords on the floor, slippery bathroom tiles, poor lighting on the stairs, or cluttered hallways might not have bothered you at 40. At 75, they can be truly dangerous. When you live alone, there is no one else in the house to see a risk and fix it for you. That means your environment must work with you, not against you. A small change, like removing one rug or adding one grab bar, can make a bigger difference than you think. Take a quiet, honest look around your home. Ask yourself, if I were a nurse or a safety inspector, what would worry me? If you can, ask someone you trust to walk through your home and notice things you might overlook. You don't need a perfectly tidy house, but you do need a house that isn't quietly setting traps for you. Thirdly, don't let your world shrink to four walls. When you live alone, it becomes very easy to let your world shrink without realizing it. At first, you might go out less often because of the weather, or because you're tired, or because it's just simpler to stay home. Then, weeks or months pass, and you suddenly realize that most of your days are spent between the same 2 or 3 rooms, with only a television or phone for company. There is a big difference between enjoying peace and being trapped in isolation. Human beings, at any age, need some degree of connection. Your brain still lights up when you talk to someone. Your nervous system still calms down when you feel seen and heard. Your mood still improves when you have a reason to get up, get dressed, and see another human face. You do not need constant social activity to be healthy. But if you go days without speaking to anyone, if your only conversations are with the television, or if you start to forget what your voice sounds like in a real conversation, it may be time to gently push against the shrinking of your world. Even a short walk outside, a phone call, a visit to a local group, or chatting briefly with a neighbor can help keep your mind and heart open. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment clarity below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Fourthly, don't skip meals or graze on almost nothing. When no one is there to eat with you, meals can start to feel like a chore instead of a moment of comfort. Many older adults living alone begin to snack instead of eat. A biscuit here, a piece of toast there, maybe a bit of tea or coffee, and not much else. Days go by with very little real nourishment. The problem is that your body still needs proper fuel, even if your appetite is smaller. When you regularly skip meals or rely mostly on snacks, your muscles weaken, your energy drops, your immune system becomes less effective, and your mood often darkens. It also becomes easier to feel dizzy, faint, or confused. You don't need big, complicated meals, but you do need something that counts as real food. That might mean soup with vegetables and protein, eggs and toast, yogurt with fruit and nuts, or a simple sandwich with cheese or meat. If cooking feels exhausting, you can rely on simple, repeatable options that don't require much preparation. Think of 3 or 4 basic meals that you can rotate through and keep the ingredients easy and accessible. Eating properly when you live alone is not indulgent. It is part of staying safe and strong enough to continue living alone. Fifthly, don't ignore your medications or take them your own way. Another hidden danger for older adults living alone is medication mismanagement. It might start with something small, forgetting a dose, taking 2 by mistake, or changing the schedule because it's inconvenient. Sometimes people choose to skip certain medications because they don't like the side effects or don't see the point. But when no one else is watching, it becomes easier for little irregularities to become big patterns. Medications for blood pressure, heart conditions, diabetes, blood thinning, pain, or sleep are not suggestions. They are carefully timed tools. Taking them incorrectly can raise your risk of stroke, heart attack, falls, confusion, or sudden illness. And if something does go wrong, doctors might not immediately realize that the problem began with inconsistent pills. If you live alone, it can help tremendously to use a pill organizer, a simple chart, or reminders on your phone or clock. If you're not sure why you're taking a certain medicine, ask your doctor or pharmacist to explain it in plain language. Never be embarrassed to say, "I don't understand. Can you explain it again?" Understanding your medications is one of the most powerful ways to protect your health when you are your own main caregiver. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment "life" below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Sixthly, don't let your home turn into a hidden hazard zone. Clutter has a way of building up quietly, especially when you live alone and there's no one else moving things around. A newspaper here, a bag there, some shoes in the hallway, a laundry basket in the middle of the room. It may not look dramatic, but every item on the floor is potentially a trip waiting to happen. Over time, clutter doesn't just make a space look messy. It makes it harder to move safely, harder to clean, and harder to find important items. When you are tired or not feeling well, you are less likely to step carefully around obstacles, and that is when accidents happen. You do not have to live in a perfectly organized house, but you do need clear pathways. Make it a habit to keep walkways open, from your bed to the bathroom, from your chair to the kitchen, from your front door to the nearest seat. If something lives on the floor and you always step over it, that is a sign it needs a new home or needs to go altogether. Your future self will thank you for every piece of clutter you clear today. Seventhly, don't open the door or your wallet to everyone. When you live alone, especially as an older person, you can unfortunately become a target for scams, pushy salespeople, or people who do not have your best interest at heart. Some may knock on your door unannounced. Others may call you on the phone, claiming to be from the bank, the government, or a company you use. One of the most important things to avoid is trusting strangers too quickly out of politeness. You do not owe anyone your money, your personal information, or access to your home. You are allowed to say no, to end a call, or to not answer the door. You are allowed to take your time and check things with a trusted family member, friend, or professional. Remember, anyone who pressures you to decide quickly, pay immediately, or give information right now is not respecting you. Slow decisions are wise decisions. Protecting yourself from scams is not paranoia. It is part of living safely alone. Eighthly, don't refuse help out of pride. Independence is precious. Many older adults feel deeply proud of living alone and managing their own lives. That pride is understandable and often well-deserved. But sometimes, pride can quietly work against you. If you find yourself refusing help that would clearly make life safer or easier, like rides to the doctor, help with shopping, assistance with cleaning, or someone checking in on you, it may be worth asking, what am I really afraid of? Often the fear is this: if I accept help, they will think I can't live alone anymore. In reality, accepting help is often what allows you to live alone longer, not shorter. Letting someone help you with heavy tasks, complicated paperwork, or rides to appointments doesn't take away your independence. It supports it. Living alone does not mean living without support. The more you let the right people help you in small ways now, the less likely you are to face a crisis that forces big changes later. Ninthly, don't neglect hygiene and personal care. Living alone makes it very easy to say, no one will see me today. It doesn't matter what I look like. Skipping washing, delaying laundry, or ignoring oral care for another day can feel harmless in the moment. But over time, poor hygiene increases the risk of skin infections, dental problems, and social withdrawal. Cleanliness is not about trying to look young. It's about comfort, health, and dignity. You do not have to aim for perfection. You can create small, realistic habits, a quick wash or shower on certain days of the week, changing into fresh clothes at regular intervals, brushing your teeth morning and night, soaking and cleaning dentures properly. These actions protect your body and make it easier to feel confident having visitors, going out, or asking for help when you need it. Think of hygiene as another form of self-care, just like taking your medicine or locking your doors at night. It is part of looking after the person who has carried you through so many years, you. 10thly, don't give up on joy and curiosity. The last thing to avoid when living alone as an older person is quietly giving up on joy. It doesn't happen in one day. It happens slowly when you stop doing the small things you once enjoyed because they feel pointless now. You used to read, but now the book just sits there. You used to listen to music, but now the radio is always off. You used to take a short walk to look at the sky, but now you stay inside and watch the same programs on television. Your brain and heart need little sparks of interest to stay alive inside. Joy doesn't have to be loud. It can be as gentle as sitting by a window with a good book, listening to a favorite song, tending to plants, writing memories down for your family, or watching the sunset. It can be learning one new thing, trying a new recipe, or calling someone just to share a small story from your day. When you live alone, it is especially important to give yourself reasons to look forward to tomorrow. They don't have to be big reasons. A simple plan, tomorrow I'll take a short walk, or tomorrow I'll call my granddaughter, or tomorrow I'll bake something small, can make a real difference to how you feel. Joy is not a luxury, it is a kind of fuel. So, these are our final thoughts. Living alone as an older person is not a failure. It is not something to be ashamed of. For many people, it is a conscious choice, a way to maintain independence, privacy, and control. But independence only works if it is supported by wisdom. Avoiding these 10 things, ignoring falls, living in an unsafe home, shrinking your world, skipping real meals, mishandling medications, letting clutter become dangerous, trusting the wrong people, refusing help out of pride, neglecting hygiene, and quietly giving up on joy can help you stay safer, healthier, and more deeply yourself as the years go on. You deserve a life that is not just surviving, but still, in its own quiet way, worth living. A life where you feel safe in your home, cared for by yourself, and connected to others in ways that fit who you are now. Thank you for spending this time with us. If this video gave you something to think about, please like, comment, and subscribe. Your support helps us continue creating honest, practical, and compassionate content for seniors all around the world. Until next video, grow wise, live deeper with the Senior Wisdom.